If you're looking to buy or sell a property at this time of year, you need to understand about what happens to the real estate industry over the Christmas New Year break. We're about to officially enter the silly season, and what that means is that there are special conditions and settlement dates that you need to take into consideration. Here in Melbourne, the industry shuts down over the Christmas New Year break. So what does that matter for you when it comes to buying or selling a house? Well, first of all, you need to understand and make sure that your bank is going to be open and available on those days if that's when you've got a settlement taking place. If not, you may need to make sure that your settlement dates take into consideration the fact that people are on holiday and won't be back until later in the year. So at this point in time, when I'm having conversations with our clients, we're making sure that the settlements that we're looking at are well before the Christmas date. So Christmas this year is on a Wednesday. So really, a lot of companies are going to be pulling up stumps and not be available from that Thursday or the Friday before Christmas. Keep that in mind. Then they're not back until 1 or 2 weeks into the new year. It's very case by case, but you must understand from the point of view of the solicitor that you're using to settle your property purchase or sale, that they're going to be around and that they're not going to take that time off. That's the first thing. Second thing is making sure that the banks are available. The next thing that you need to consider is land tax. So where a property has been an investment, where it's been rented out to a renter, then there was a land tax bill here in Victoria that is payable. You might be thinking, well, I'm going to live in the property, so it's not going to be rented out and I'm going to be an owner-occupier in that property, and that's all fine. However, if the property that you're purchasing has been rented, there is an existing land tax bill that needs to be adjusted for the settlement when you're taking ownership of the property. And the dates over the Christmas New Year period when the solicitors can obtain those certificates is delayed because they're not going to be available for a week or so over the Christmas New Year period. So the first week or second week of January is when the solicitors can get hold of those statements to be able to make adjustments to who is paying what from a settlement perspective. So make sure that the settlement dates are past that date. So I personally wouldn't be looking at settlements early in January. I would be making sure that they're at least mid to later in January, so that you can get all of the necessary certificates that your legal representative is going to need in order to make those adjustments, because you do not want to be having to pay land tax because a certificate hasn't come in when you're not meant to be paying land tax. So settlement dates are very, very important. Also at this time of year, there are lots of special conditions that might be included, including by the real estate agents. I'm seeing that some agents are putting in a special condition that their office is closed over a certain time frame, and they're not even going to be available to have access to the property to be settled at that point in time. So you're not going to be able to get your keys because nobody's going to be there. So make sure that the dates are going to line up for you when it comes to buying and selling a property, whether you're buying or selling or doing both, that those settlement dates are early enough in December so that you're avoiding the break, and then on the other side into the new year that you're not going to run into trouble where you can't get a property settled because nobody's around. Very, very important. So keep those things in mind when it comes to the purchase or sale of a property, and the settlement date, which is when everybody gets the keys in this period. If you need a hand with any of this, we are here to help you here at Chamberlain Advocates. It's what we do. We work with clients to help them buy properties. We also work with clients to help them sell properties. And we've got a few clients at the moment we're helping to sell and to buy, and teeing up and making sure everything lines up, because you've got to get all those ducks lined up. So if you need a hand, if you're not sure what you're doing, if you've just got questions, please do reach out to us. Drop into our social channels and send us a message. We're here to help them. Happy to answer